Hi everyone, thanks again for joining. We are excited to kick off our highly anticipated webinar, Inside OrangeHRM Product Demo Series Episode 2. We are glad to see such a great turnout as we dive into the latest features released in 2024, and we offer an exclusive sneak peek into what is in store for us. Joining with us today is our Associate Director of Product Management, Nirmal Wijesinghe. Before I pass this on to him, please note that if you have any questions during the webinar, you can feel free to drop it into our chat box, and this will be picked up by one of our moderators who will then answer your queries. At the end of the webinar, we will also be having a Q&A session, so make sure you can key in your questions at that time. And please note that due to time constraints, we may not be able to answer all your questions on the webinar itself. Therefore, any unanswered questions, we will directly reach out to you. Thank you. Over to you, Nirmal.
Am I audible now?
Yes, you can go ahead.
Hope everyone can hear me clearly. Okay. Yep. Thanks, Julie, for handing it over to me. And yeah, very good afternoon to all of you. We're actually thrilled to have everyone here listening into what we have done in the recent past. And also, as Julie mentioned, first of all, we will go through the new features that we have developed. And then later, I'm planning to move into certain new upcoming features as well and give a brief about what you can expect in coming few months. Okay, so before we start, again, certain set of ground rules. So basically, if you have any questions, please please don't hesitate to ask them from us. You can drop it in our chat box, and one of our moderators will pick it up and answer any of the questions you have. Okay, let's just dive in. Talking about new features within HR administration module. Recently, one of the major things that we did in the HR administration module was to introduce the two-factor authentication. The main goal here is to actually give enhanced security. And when we did this feature, we did it in such a way that it's not enabled by default. That means users have the capability to enable it and disable it as if and when they need. Also, upon doing this feature, we have added certain value additions as well to explain them, as in when it comes to enabling two-factor authentication, you don't actually have to enable it for the entire organization at once. If you need, you have the capability to enable it for enable it to certain user roles instead of asking everyone to use the two-factor authentication. So this is one of the value additions that we have not seen in any of the other systems that we are providing unique to our system. Let's have a quick peek into what I mean by this. Let's have a quick demonstration of this feature through a video.
HR administration. OrangeHRM has introduced the support for multi-factor authentication with the system when logging in. System admins can configure whether it is enabled or not in the system and for which user roles it is mandatory. To enable two-factor authentication in OrangeHRM, the system admin needs to enable two-factor authentication for your user role. To do that, as a system admin, navigate to HR administration, configuration, authentication. From here, system admins can enable the two-factor authentication for your desired user roles. And when you log in next, you will be given instructions on how to set up two-factor authentication for your account. You can set it up at that time, or you can choose the option to set it up later. You can use any authenticator app, such as Google Authenticator, Microsoft Authenticator, or any other secure app to enable 2FA. Once the app is synced, your two-factor authentication is now enabled.
Okay, I hope you got a brief understanding about what two-factor authentication is and how it's implemented inside OrangeHRM. Moving on to the employee management area, one major improvement which we did recently is to bring in a concept called work schedules. So previously, if you have experience in our system, there were three main places you can define work weeks for the employees. It's a employee work week, then leave work week, and a country default work week. So we have consolidated all these things into one particular place called work schedules. Now you have the capability to define all the work schedule related things inside this one location and then assign it to different employees through the job section. While we are doing this, we understood that there is a certain need for part-timers that we can't cater through the previous work week concept. So with that in mind, we have made sure that we have introduced two new types of work schedules called daily flex work schedule and weekly flex work schedule in order to cater the requirements of the part-timers. When it comes to weekly flex schedules, this is mainly for the part-timers who are supposed to work certain number of hours per week without having to worry about the days that they have to work. Majority of the countries, this is actually considered as 20 hours per week. And when it comes to daily flex schedules, it's actually the concept is something like you have to work certain number of hours per day without having to specify the time that you're going to work. As I said, we have the capability to assign these work schedules to employees in the job section. Also, you have the capability to create country default work schedules so that whenever an employee is getting added to a particular country, that schedule will get automatically assigned to this particular employee. Let's have a quick look into this feature as well.
Employee management. We have made further enhancements to the work schedule feature by introducing the flex work scheduling option. This feature allows supervisors to add and define flexible work schedules for the subordinates who work in flexible shifts. Flex work schedules can be added daily or weekly within the required time window. Flex work schedule allows organizations to manage part-time employees who do not have a fixed schedule by adding required daily or weekly durations. To do this, navigate to Employee Management, Configurations, Work Schedules. Click on Add Schedules and specify your flex schedule option. Add your requirements and save. With OrangeHRM Flex Schedules, managing your employees' time just got easier.
Okay, moving on to the other improvements we have done in the employee management area. One other improvement we did was the emailing capability for the documents that is getting generated. So as a user, you might be already aware that we have the capability to create documents inside our inside our employee management module through document templates. So what we have given this time is basically to have the capability to email these generated documents through the system itself. What we are trying to achieve here is to provide ease of work for the HR admins and reduce the time and effort they have to download these documents and send them manually. Also, when you are doing so, when you are sending a document, history is maintained so that none of these details will be lost. I'm actually thrilled to say here that we are currently working on a feature called e-signing for these documents as well. With that coming into the picture, the HR admins or supervisors will have the capability to create documents, send it through email, as well as request them to sign these documents and acknowledge them. That is supposed to come out in next month. So let's have a look into what I mean by the document emailing. I'll give you a quick demonstration through a video.
Employee management. OrangeHRM document templates feature allows HR personnel to easily create different employee letters, including job confirmation, internships, visa-related, and probation completion letters. We've now added a convenient preview and email option that lets you send these letters directly to employees through the system via email. Users also have the ability to view the letter before sending it to the employee. This feature will save you time and effort.
Hope you got a brief understanding about how this feature works. Moving on to recruitment. Actually, here we have done two major improvements. One is providing a best match rule, and the second is to have the ability to create configurable report. What do I mean by best match rule? Uh, I hope you have seen in certain situations where candidates has to be manually filtered, and candidate HR admins and the hiring managers has to go through each and every candidate and manually look into their details and filter them and shortlist them. Instead of doing that, we have given certain automation capability through this best match rule. What you have to do is basically you can create a question form and ask several questions, and then create certain answer criteria and ask the system to maybe perform several actions based on the answers that the users has given. Let's assume that you want to hire a accounts manager, and you don't want to hire anyone who's having experience less than 5 years, and you need to shortlist um, uh, accounts managers who has more than 5 years experience. You can do this automation through the system, and basically you can create a question form, ask for the experience, and then create a rule saying that if the person has answered saying less than 5 years, reject this candidate. And then if the person has answered as more than 5 years experience, then shortlist the candidate. This entire automation is now possible, and the HR admin or the hiring manager doesn't have to do anything manually. After the rule is defined, system will do it then and there when the candidate applies. Another major improvement we did was the configurable report. We have given two reports by default in the system. Other than that, users has the capability to go and configure any report that they need by looking at the vacancy related information or candidate related information. Let's have a quick glance into this as well.
Recruitment. Hiring managers do not have to go through individual application forms to find the best match for a vacancy. With the availability of the Best Match Rules feature, we can provide the rules to shortlist, reject, archive, or delete application forms. On setting up the rules, the system will automatically filter the candidates based on the added criteria.
Looking for a powerful tool to streamline your recruitment process and gain valuable insights into your hiring data? OrangeHRM's Recruitment Reports and Analytics module is here to help. With two customizable report types, you can easily generate tailored reports that meet your specific needs. Need a deep dive into the performance of candidates for a particular job opening? Our vacancy-specific candidate report is the perfect solution. Simply select your desired vacancy, and you'll be able to analyze candidate information, including their answers to specific questions, time taken to complete the application, and more. This data can help you identify top talent and refine your hiring process. Want a broader view of your organization's recruitment activities? Our General Recruitment Overview Report provides a comprehensive snapshot of your hiring metrics. Track key performance indicators like time to hire, candidate source, and overall recruitment success. With this information, you can make data-driven decisions to improve your hiring efficiency and attract top talent.
Okay, moving on to the request desk. We have done certain usability improvements when it comes to this module. Mainly now we have the capability to submit request types such as requests for promotion, salary increments, or personal detail changes. So this is something that is available for any ESS user. That means employee self-service user, and they have the capability to submit these requests, as well as the supervisors also have the capability to submit these requests on behalf of them. Other than that, we have improved the email capabilities in this module. We have added the email capabilities inside the request itself, so that improved communication will be there between the employees when they have requests to submit. Let's have a quick look into how this works.
Request desk. Do you wish to request a promotion, salary increments, or request a change in personal details from HR or management? With this new feature, you can do it easily through the request desk by making a request. HR or management can then take action on the request promptly to align with the policies of the company. The system now allows the regional admins to assign approvers to request types from different other locations.
Effective communication and collaboration are essential for a smooth-running HR department. Orange HRM 7.14 empowers administrators, request owners, and approvers to streamline the request process with enhanced email capabilities, compose and send emails directly from within the system, and easily track the history of email communications for each request. Furthermore, we've expanded the flexibility of the request desk module by allowing users to submit general requests on behalf of employees. This feature saves time and improves efficiency while providing a centralized platform for managing employee requests. To facilitate data analysis and reporting, Orange HRM 7.14 also introduces the ability to export the employee general requests list as a CSV file. This empowers HR teams to gain valuable insights into request trends and identify areas for improvement. No more mandatory descriptions. You can now save or submit requests without filling out the description field. Requests submitted on behalf of other employees will now appear in the employee general request list, providing better organization. To enhance request confidentiality, saved requests are kept as drafts, and it's now hidden from the admins, approvers, and request owners until submitted by the user.
Let's move on to the on and offboarding area. Here again, we have done certain usability improvements, and the biggest thing that we have done here is basically to have the capability for admins to bulk upload tasks. So through this, we have reduced the effort that the admin has to go through in order to do the manual task creation, and they can add tasks in a bulk through a CSV file at once, 50 at once. So we hope this will add a lot of value for admins who has to HR admins who has to go and create onboarding tasks manually. Also, when it comes to this area, as I said, we have done certain usability improvements, mainly to send reminders for overdue tasks. If the newly joined employees are not have not completed their tasks, your admin doesn't have to go and follow it up manually. They have the capability to set this notification so that the reminders will be sent automatically. Other than that, we have given the capability to add documents to the tasks as well, to better maintain documents that are related to the tasks that the employees has to perform. Let's have a quick look into this as well.
On offboarding, admins now have the ability to bulk upload the task types in the Configure Task screen. This feature will ensure that admins can add multiple task types at once to eliminate time consumption. If you wish to configure the system to send out certain reminders on offboarding tasks after the due date, it is now made possible with this feature. Simply add the Notify After Date here to get the reminders on the added date after the due date. If admins wish to add documents related to the tasks, now he or she can do it by uploading documents to the tasks as an attachments. Admins can add documents such as employee handbooks, benefit enrollment forms, and company policies and procedures. Task owners and employees can view and access the uploaded documents.
Need to include instructions, references, or resource links in on offboarding task descriptions. Our improved description field now allows users to add this information directly within the task itself. This eliminates the need for separate documents or emails, keeping everything centralized and easily accessible for new hires and departing employees. Want to personalize onboarding or offboarding emails with specific employee details? We've introduced a new set of employee management and task tokens that can be used when adding or configuring email templates. These tokens allow you to automatically insert information like employee name, department, or specific tasks assigned during onboarding/offboarding.
Moving on to the mobile application. So mainly we have done a big improvement here with related to request desk. like mobile application is supposed to work with you in your day-to-day transactional work. So as of now, with the new features we have implemented here, you don't have to actually log into the web application in order to submit a request. You can do it through your mobile application itself. Other than that, you can track whatever the requests that you have already submitted, see the statuses of them as well. We are also working on improving this area further and expecting to add the features, at some certain features in the future, where supervisors and the managers will also have the capability to view and check the requests that has been submitted by their reporting employees. Other than those major improvements, we have done certain minor improvements to various modules of the system. First thing is in the HR administration area, we have given the capability for custom admins and HODs to view the audit trail. Previously, this was only capable by the HR admins or the global admins. Now, the HODs and custom admins have the capability to view this audit-related information, and through that, we are expecting the HR admins could delegate certain works to HODs without them having to go through all the governance work. When it comes to employment management, we have given the configurable marital statuses. So here, unlike before, now this is a configurable feature where if you want to get more marital statuses added to the system, it's just a matter of informing it to one of our support engineers, and they will be happy to do it for you. Also, we have done certain improvements into the custom date fields as well. Just like birthday notifications, now you have the capability to send email notifications based on custom date fields. So if you want to set up something and then send a reminder when the date is closed by, that is possible through the system with the new features that we have provided. One other improvement we have done into the reports and analytics area is giving the date related filtering to have this month, this week, next or previous X number of days kind of filters. The beauty of this feature is actually you can create reports and have them scheduled by having this kind of filters. What does this mean? Let's say you want to get a report by end of each month with the details of new hires for that particular month. So you have the capability to create a report and then add this month filter. And after that, schedule this report to be sent to yourself, maybe as an HR admin, by the end of each month. And you will get a automated email sent to you each month with the information that you wanted. Moving on to the leave area, we have done certain improvements to the leave calendar. We have given the capability for ESS users to go and view the leave types of certain leave types of employees. This is mainly coming into the picture because of the working from home leave type. Majority of the organizations nowadays use the working from home option, and they are using it in such way that it's another leave type. And when a person is working from home, they need to know whether actually the person is working from home or on leave in order to contact them. That's why we have given this feature, and admins have the capability to configure which leave types will be visible in the leave calendar, and they can prevent some leave types from appearing in the calendars because of the privacy reasons. Moving on to the performance area, we have provided a new feature to add manual rating. This means basically, other than the automated numeric rating that is getting calculated, now the final evaluator can pick a value, maybe like pass, fail, or need improvements kind of value from a drop down. That is also again configurable. They can set whatever the value they need and pick as the final rating for the appraiser when they are doing the performance reviews. Moving into the recruitment area, we have added a tracking capability here. When a candidate is applying to the system through, let's say, a different website or through LinkedIn or any other social media platform, the source of this candidate will be automatically tracked through the system, and it will be kept in the candidate profile for the hiring managers or the HR admins to view. Also, we have provided the capability to bulk shortlist and reject candidates to the candidate list as well with the features we have developed. Let's move into the upcoming features. One major thing that we are currently working on is the pre-body. When it comes to pre-boarding, this is something that appears in between the candidate being hired and candidate come on board as an employee. So basically at this stage, candidate doesn't have a profile where he or she can log into the system. So also, like when it comes to different organizations, they need different types of information from these candidates, and they need to get these candidates through different workflows. By having all this in mind, we are currently in process, or actually in progress of developing an pre-boarding module. Excuse me. Yeah, pre-boarding module. And with this, we are hoping to give capabilities such as customizable workflows, customizable forms, as well as having different types of communication mechanisms like sending emails to candidates. Also, we are hoping to give a kind of a portal where candidate can log in and fill in the required information so that the organization can get the information they need before the candidate joins in. I have a quick video that I will demonstrate to you now on what to expect with this module.
Ever wished you could streamline the onboarding process and make new hires feel welcome before they even start? Our upcoming pre-boarding feature is here to revolutionize how you welcome new team members. Our brand new pre-boarding feature allows you to effortlessly pre-board your new hires, so they can be ready to start work from day one. So what does this mean for your company? With pre-boarding, you can track the progress of each new hire's journey, send personalized emails to make them feel valued, and you can also customize the pre-boarding experience to fit your company culture. Get ready to elevate your onboarding game with OrangeHRM.
Moving on to the other improvements that we are currently working on. Under HR administration module, we are currently working on giving the capability to have selectable tokens in the email templates. So as of now, HR admin can go and create different types of templates, but when it comes to creating templates, they are not aware of what sort of tokens to be used. So we are expecting to give a certain drop-down kind of a menu where the admins can select the tokens and create email templates by looking at the available tokens. Also, when it comes to employee management and performance area, we are doing certain usability improvements. And when it comes to leave area, we are looking forward to improve our iCal feed that is provided even now through the leave list and my leave list. If any of you are unaware about iCal feeds, it's basically the way that you can sync multiple calendars into one particular calendar. If you are using Google Calendar or Outlook, even now you have the capability to import the leave related information from OrangeHRM to these calendars. What we are expecting to improve here is to give ability for the system to have iCal feeds having any type of events. First of all, it will be the leave and the holiday related information, but in future we are planning to expand it in such way that any event that is coming in the that is occurring in the system will be fed to these other calendars through the iCal feeds. Other than that, in the recruitment area, we are planning to improve the candidate profiles. We are thinking of improving the accessibility here. Instead of navigating the user to another tab, we are planning to get the candidate profile loaded in the right side of the candidate list itself. Through that, anyone could easily go through the candidates and perform actions without having to navigate into another tab. Also, when it comes to recruitment, we are thinking of adding the recruitment workflow stage change notifications. So this will come in handy when the candidate goes through different stages. It will be notified to different types of people, including HR admins. In the timesheet area, we are thinking, we are actually working on something called semi-monthly timesheets, as well as we are planning to improve the capabilities in the activities area to give the capability where the HR admins could mark an activity active or inactive, just like what we are doing currently with the projects. In the attendance, we are currently working on a feature to improve and give the specific day pay policy. This is mainly due to the fact that different organizations need different pay calculations done based on certain specific days. Like if it is a holiday or a weekend, they want certain different types of pay calculations done. On top of that, by having that in mind, we are planning on adding this specific day pay policy feature to streamline their requirements. I think that's basically it on the areas that I was planning on covering. The floor is currently open, Julie, for questions and answers. So if you have any questions, I would be glad to look into them.
Thank you, Nirmal. I'm sure everyone found that very insightful. We actually do have a few questions. So one of them was, with the part-time worker feature, will annual leave entitlements be automatically adjusted accordingly? Currently, for part-time employees, we have to manually update or reduce their holiday entitlements.
Actually, when it comes to these part-timers, most of them are not having kind of a annual leave kind of a pay, kind of a entitlement. They have certain number of hours getting accrued based on the time that they work. So if it is a majority of the case, if it is 20 hours per week, they are entitled to get a certain accrual amount in hours as well. So that will be automatically accrued and automatically checked by the system itself.
Okay, thank you. The other one is, would it be interesting to explore more of the email sending feature? Is it possible to set up automatic emails with visuals in it and attachments?
Currently, we have the capability to send emails with the background images and the images included in it. So visuals are possible. As of now, we have not given the capability to add attachments to email templates. That is something that is automatically getting added if an attachment is supposed to get added to the particular email. But other than that, manual adding of the attachment is not given right now. But when it comes to creating documents, of course, the document will be automatically attached when we are trying to send an email with the document.
Okay. So I have three more questions. When a work schedule is created, a default to a country does that mean that all employees in that location fall under that particular work schedule? If so, can we change it by employee?
Okay, when a country default work schedule is created, it's getting automatically assigned to each employee who's getting added to that particular country. But it doesn't mean that that employee has to use that particular work schedule forever. They have the capability to create different types of work schedules and assign to any employee. So to answer your question, Julie, like currently in the system with the given capabilities, you have the capability to create other work schedules and assign to employees.
Okay, thank you. The other one was, can employees see the history of documents generated for them?
Yes, they can. Given them the access, they have the capability to go and see the history of the documents. But the access has to be provided by an HR admin.
Okay. And the last one is, when tracking candidate source, do we add the data manually or will it be tracked by the system?
If the candidate is coming through a different system or through by clicking on a link from a website or by clicking on a link from social media site, it's automatically tracked. You don't have to add anything manually. But if you are adding the candidate manually through the recruitment module itself, then you have the capability to add it as well. So both aspects are covered.
Okay. All right, that's all in regards to the questions, Nirmal. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone who joined our webinar today. Please note that you will also have access to the recording, which will be emailed to you. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thanks, Julie. Thanks, everyone.